Sorry, guys. Do a quick little thing. All right, we're done. Yay! Oh. Wait. Did I not loot all of you guys? The fuck? Must have missed one. By you. Did miss some. Alright, let's go back to the botanicals. Anyway. Go do this. Their whole place is shut down. Where's Thomas? Thomas.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here?
Oh, Miss
How you
Parvati.
keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Huh?
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Today is your lucky day.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Hold on, I got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Part 2.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Hold on.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
I got one more for you.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Electrocharged surface.
What's on your mind? Couple months.
Hold on. Sorry. I'm gonna skip all of his dialogue. We're gonna leave. We're gonna go talk with the bitch.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you. What happened to you?
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow
chaos.
some chaos?
I just want to sow chaos.
Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell him what I have already told you. That I know the secret to bringing life back to the soil. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker,
He's a little creepy.
don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Hold on. Thanks for the power.
Sorry. I've been thinking.
Convincing them to go back.
It's. You know where to find.
My
Just get.
Convince them to go back. You're a bitch. Alright, let's go. I can just drop back. We'll be done with Alcyon. Wow. That goes on for a while.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
I wonder what you're doing at all times. No. Ah! There we go.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Adelaide won't come back, but her followers will.
That's good enough for me. Adelaide and I have a history. Was unlikely she'd ever come back. But hope springs eternal. We are in your debt. I am authorizing you for a discount on all official Spacer's Choice products,
Oh!
courtesy of the people of Edgewater. By all means. Thomas Kemp? I remember him. Had to write.
I wonder,
He tried.
I will.
no, 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 hold on. I'm an idiot, hold on. I guess I have to talk to him first, right? Yeah, I have to talk to him first. Hold on. I wonder if I can talk to him, get my experience points, then kill him.
Something got you down?
I wonder if that would ever work. Ah!
I think you did the rightest thing you... That... The cop... Could... He... I'm just... You mean... Real? The machine...
Just getting to know her for a second. Alright, we're
I
done.
think that...
What? Sorry.
This is a... Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
Just people eat anything other than Saltuna?
Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
So what are you canning here?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate. Go ahead. Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up. If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose. Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most. That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent.
You should have developed an immunity after repeated exposure.
Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude, and it is one we will see through to the end. Go ahead. It is my job to... I wish you wouldn't say things like that. Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do.
Wait, hold on.
I appreciate... That's good enough. We are... By all means.
Did I mess up something?
This whole fiasco... With more... time... I will...
I may have messed up something. So in that case...
Are you out of your mind? You just killed him.
Yep. I know, it was great.
You enjoyed that? Are you some kind of psychopath? I can't. I need to leave. You killed Mr. Let's just...
So, okay, I'm confused now. Or hold on. Obviously, like, I misstepped somewhere. To where... Alright, can I go back before that one? Here we go. We talked to her.
So...
Okay. Oh, so if I talk to them, I don't get the option to talk to Reed. Gotcha. If I convince the deserters first,
Tannery's been running at full
I
capacity all day.
don't get a chance to talk
Must be
to
all that extra
Reed.
power.
Something got you down?
Where the fuck is the fucking end? Oh, here it is. Could you imagine if plasma rifles actually existed? It's so fucked up.
This is a fun... Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
Your town's a mess.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave.
That's
I'm
true.
a Spacer's choice man. My father was a Spacer's choice man.
What's our biggest,
Edgewater may
like,
not look
plasma
like much
thing
to
is
some
the,
buttoned-up freelancer. But it
oh,
is
it's
my
a generator. What the fuck is it called? It's fucking huge. A plasma generator. Fuck, I forget what it's called, but yeah, it already exists.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Or, you know, vegetables. Have you people ever actually eaten a vegetable?
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here, and only saltuna.
Except it's not Saltuna.
Processed, liquefied, retextured saltuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly saltuna. We've been experiencing a saltuna shortage, you see.
Well, mostly.
So we've had to improvise. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like saltuna in the end.
We've added some wood chips. Some mushrooms, maybe?
Health is a state of mind, friend. Afflictions in one's body are reflections of afflictions in one's work ethic and attitude. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
If it works, it ain't stupid. It's true.
And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly?
Corpses. Mostly human.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. You're right, I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down...
See, this is why I think Thompson is actually, at the end of the day,
Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and
a
cure the
good
plague,
guy. All he
she
wanted
deserves this office more than I
was
do.
the best for his
I won't
people.
stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
To know, like, you're going to die. Because the person who is better at your job than you doesn't want you around. I mean, I guess. Yeah, he is pragmatic. Talk to Thomas.
What?
Wait, did I already turn in Thomas's I did. I gotta go talk to Ludwig though. Hold up. Boom. Oh god. Oh, my chest. Oh, my testicles. Okay.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
Okay.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you
Look at
with
that
the
lighting,
gratitude
bro.
of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Bye. Peace out, bitches. We are done with this shit planet.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Pick a cabin. It's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
That's my favorite line in this whole game. Ah, I got a captain. In this whole game. My favorite line. That and I can't fucking read French. Vicar.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Better, bitch. Alright.
Captain, I
Ada.
have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room
God
is
damn it,
located
Ada.
behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. Ooh. Ah, god damn it.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Just
All
sure.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Where are your splints? My alu sprints. Get out of here. The many times I've used like a serve kit in order to fix a fucking fracture. Drop out of fucking 3-story dorms, break both my legs.
Received a
Well,
communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells. Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I can slow down time. Yeah.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss
Like
Gladys
how
Kelly.
she's looking at him. Cute. Right, the Black Marketeer.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
It's just small things that this game does that you're just like, all right.
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud.
Ah, yes, the holographic
I'm sure it will
shroud.
prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Oh, yeah. We have to go to Groundbreaker. We're on Terra 2. We'll head to Groundbreaker.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
And with that, my friends, we'll call it an evening. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope, looks like, I was able to possibly figure out what is going wrong with my setup, causing the hard crashes. So tomorrow we will try to record to a local drive rather than my external, and see if maybe that fixes it. Maybe it's my 10 terabyte that's failing and causing all the crashes. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Planet 1 done.